Hello everyone, myself Avijit Sinha, and today I am going to discuss question answer of chapter number 12, the impact of British rule on India. In this chapter, only page number 135 and 136 had come in your half yearly exam, and rest of the pages are completed after your half yearly. So rest of the pages having some questions which we remain before half yearly exam. So now today we discuss all the remaining questions. So let's start from objectives or take the correct option. First one is the main objective of the East India Company was to earn profit. It means the main objective of East India Company it is only to earn profit. East India Company came to India and set up their factories and industries here and take the raw material from India and sent it to Britain, and after making all the raw materials or converting all the raw material into finished goods and send it to or sell it to the European countries and make them or make changes into profit. Who initiated the Vardha Education Scheme in 1937? Vardha Education Scheme in 1937 was initiated by Mahatma Gandhi because Mahatma Gandhi felt that the English education system changed the traditional culture and destroy all the rituals and customs and also change the religion of India or change the Indian people or diverting from their old customs and from their nationalist feeling or their rituals. The reformer who fought against the Brahmin dominance and discrimination against the lower caste. Sri Narayan Guru was the reformer who fought against the Brahmin dominance and discrimination against the lower caste, because at the time of Narayan Guru, Brahmins always dominate the lower caste and considered them as inferior and considered themselves as superior. Arya Samaj was established by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Who is known as architect of Indian Constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar or Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, known as the architect of Indian Constitution or also known as the father of Indian Constitution. He was also the chairman of drafting committee of Indian Constitution. Now come on to the fill in the blanks. A number of Pathshalas and Maktabs provided elementary education. Number of Pathshalas and Maktabs, or we can also say that a number of Gurukuls. Then Gurukuls is only for education. Charter Act of 1813 sanctioned 1 lakh rupees for education in India or to promote education in India. It was the first time that British spent money on Indian education system. Second one is Wood's Dispatch of 1854 gave a plan for a separate department of education. What is the meaning here? Separate department for education. It is for learning. It is learning for learning other department and for teaching other department were set up at the time of Charles Wood. Charles Wood propagate or to initiate Wood's Dispatch of 1854. Wood Dispatch in 1854. Swami Dayanand wanted to eradicate the caste system from the Indian society. Not only the Swami Dayanand Saraswati, most of the reformers try to eradicate or remove caste system from Indian society, or to remove social evil, or to eradicate these social evils from our society. The blank played a pivotal role in mobilizing public opinion. The printing press played a pivotal role in mobilizing public opinion, and the first printing press was developed by Johannes Gutenberg, who was a German people or a German inventor. Johann Gutenberg invented the first printing press and mobilized the public opinion, and the first book published by Johannes Gutenberg was Bible. Come on to the true false. Orientalists favored English as a medium of instruction. It is false. Orientalists always favored Sanskrit and Persian language as a medium of instruction, and Anglicists favored English as a medium of instruction. Child marriage was banned in India in 1891. Yes, it is true. Sati was an inhuman practice. Yes, because Sati system is social evil at that time. So that Sati was an inhuman practice. Kochi and Travancore denied government position to lower caste. Kochi and Travancore denied governmental positions to lower caste, because in Kochi and Travancore there is majority of people belong to the higher caste, so they did not allow to give the governmental position to lower caste. Gandhi considered untouchables as Harijan, people of God. Yes, it is true. Why? Because Gandhiji considered untouchables as Harijans or people of God to eradicate or remove the discrimination or the caste system from our society. Next is question number 1 and 4. We have already done, and question number 1 and 2 is completed. So come on to the short question answer. Question number 2. Highlight any 3 social evils of Indian society related to women. वुमेन से रिलेटेड जो भी सोशल एविल्स था उसके बारे में डिस्कस करना है. तो फर्स्ट वन इज फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड, सती सिस्टम, डोरी सिस्टम एंड पर्दा सिस्टम. इसमें से कोई भी 3. डिस्क्राइब एनी 3 मेन कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती एज अ सोशल रिफॉर्मर. स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती वाले टॉपिक में आप सोशल रिफॉर्मर एज अ सोशल रिफॉर्मर इनका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन था वो आप देख सकते हैं. सो कम ऑन टू द टॉपिक ऑफ स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती. First one is page number 141. First one is he established Arya Samaj Society of Nobles at Bombay and later at Lahore. Number 2 is he believed in one God and propagated the message of back to Vedas, which are a source of great knowledge. Next one is he also started Shuddhi movement to reconvert Hindus who had been converted to the other religion. Next is he opposed idol worship, child marriage and caste system. We have 4 points. Write any 3. The next question is evaluate the efforts made by the Indian leaders to improve Indian education. Indian education system में जो भी इंडियन लीडर का एफर्ट्स था वो यहाँ पे मेंशन करना है. सो कम ऑन टू द पेज नंबर 137, 138 एंड 142. 3 पेजेज में हम देखेंगे अलग अलग रिफॉर्मर के द्वारा इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम को प्रमोट करने के लिए उनके कंट्रीब्यूशन को. फर्स्ट एफर्ट मेड बाय स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती हु एस्टैब्लिश्ड आर्य समाज. Arya Samaj made a great contribution in the field of education. It opened many gurukuls, schools, colleges and other educational institutions. It started Dayanand Anglo-Vedic High School at Lahore in 1885. So from this line to this. Next is the main effort made by Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule considered education as a means of liberation and started a special school for the underprivileged class. He was successful in creating awareness about the miserable condition of the depressed classes. And the last effort made by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan worked for the emancipation of Muslim. Emancipation means empowerment or to, to make the condition better or status better in the society of Muslims. He founded Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in 1875 at Aligarh. This later came to be known as Aligarh Muslim University. आज के डेट में जो AMU के नाम से जाना जाता है, अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी के नाम से, उसका इस्टेब्लिशमेंट सर सैयद अहमद खान के द्वारा किया गया था मोहम्मदन एंग्लो ओरिएंटल कॉलेज के नाम से 1875 में अलीगढ़ में। तो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर में 2, 3 एंड 5। तो रेस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस जो आपको बचा हुआ था वो आप लोग बना लेंगे। ओके, कम ऑन टू द लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आंसर। शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर का क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 के आंसर में इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए जो एफर्ट्स के बारे में अभी हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, उसमें एक और ऐड करेंगे। महात्मा गांधी के द्वारा जो वर्धा एजुकेशन स्कीम 1937 में लाया गया था, जो सबसे मेन वर्क था इंग्लिश एजुकेशन सिस्टम को वैल्यू प्रोवाइड करने के साथ साथ हिंदी एजुकेशन सिस्टम और जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल एजुकेशन सिस्टम था, जो हमारा वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेज था, वर्नाक्युलर एजुकेशन सिस्टम था, उसको प्रमोट करना। Come on to the long question. Question number 3. Describe the main contribution of any 3 social reformer in improving the Indian society. तो किसी भी 3 सोशल रिफॉर्मर के बारे में, राजा राम मोहन राय, स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर, E.V. रामास्वामी, ज्योतिबा फूले, किसी की भी 5 सोशल रिफॉर्मर के बारे में आप लिख सकते हैं। क्वेश्चन में आपके लिए डिस्क्राइब द मेन कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एनी 3 सोशल रिफॉर्मर दिया है। मे बी ये क्वेश्चन 5 मार्क्स में आ सकता है और 5 मार्क्स में आएगा तो आपसे 5 सोशल रिफॉर्मर के बारे में पूछा जाएगा। तो आप 5 सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो लिखेंगे। नेक्स्ट इज स्टेट द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द रिफॉर्म मूवमेंट ऑन इंडिया। इंडिया में रिफॉर्म मूवमेंट का क्या असर हुआ, या फिर व्हाट वाज द मेन इम्पैक्ट और व्हाट वाज द इफेक्ट on India from reform movement. The reform movement also brought a cultural awakening. India saw a rapid development in the field of literature, science and art. There was a remarkable improvement in the status and education of women. Laws were enforced to curb social evils, or laws were enforced to eradicate social evils from the society. The reform movement created a middle class teachers, doctor, lawyers, scientists and journalists. This enlightened and educated class played a crucial and constructive role in the progress of India. This enlightened class or educated class means about the teachers, doctor, lawyers, scientists and journalists, because they were educated and they know what is benefit for society or not. So they played a crucial role or an important role and constructive role in the progress of India. Such types of reform movement make a big changes in Indian society. तो बस इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर में इतना ही। बाकी अगर आप अपने अकॉर्डिंग कुछ चेंजेस करना चाहते हैं तो कर सकते हैं इसमें। यू आर फ्री टू राइट in your own word or to make some changes in the answer. And the last important question is, although the British and the Indian Parliament brought many laws to end social evils, yet they continue to exist in the Indian society. Justify the statement. It means how we can say that the British and Indian Parliament give their effort or make some changes in the Indian society with end up the social evils or to eradicate the social evils, but yet they continue in our society or exist in Indian society. How we could justify it? So come on to the point. So let's start from page number 137, social impact. English educated Indians wanted to free the Indian society from evils, superstitions, and rituals. Many reform movements were started. Reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Vidyasagar, and Swami Dayanand Saraswati wanted to eradicate the evil from Indian society. They even compelled the British to pass some laws to introduce social reform in India. Next is Indian government has banned female infanticide. Many schemes like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and Balika Samriddhi Yojana have been started for the benefit of girls. It means Indian government make many effort or imposed their effort to make some changes within the social evils. Changes means to eradicate the social evils and make the society better or make the condition of society better. The evil practice of dowry system. The evil practice of dowry system has been banned, but unfortunately it continues even today in some part of इंडिया. यहाँ तक कि डॉरी सिस्टम को इंडिया में पूरी तरह से बैन कर दिया जा चुका है, बट फिर भी हमारे इंडियन सोसाइटी में अभी भी ये कुछ पार्ट में एग्जिस्ट हैं और इस कस्टम को, इस ट्रेडिशन को, रिचुअल्स को लोग अभी भी फॉलो करते चले आ रहे हैं. दे आर बिलोंग टू द ऑर्थोडॉक्सियन नेचर और ऑर्थोडॉक्सियन फिलोसफी. तो बस लिखना इतना ही है. कुछ सोशल एविल्स के बारे में बताना है जिन सोशल एविल्स को बैन किया गया था. जैसे सती सिस्टम को बैन किया गया था 1829 में, एबॉलिश कर दिया गया था. फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड को 1870, चाइल्ड मैरिज 1891 एंड विडो रीमैरिज एक्ट वाज पास इन 1856. तो इस तरह से कुछ सोशल एविल्स के एग्जाम्पल देने के बाद नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में उसको कंक्लूड करते हुए ये बताना है कि इतना होने के बाद भी इन स्पाइट ऑफ दिस ऑल दिस मेजर चेंजेस इन द इंडियन सोसाइटी टू इरेडिकेट द सोशल एविल्स इन सम पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, ऑल दिस सोशल एविल्स आर एग्जिस्ट टिल नाउ. अभी तक ये एग्जिस्ट है या अभी तक ये चलता आ रहा है, कंटिन्यू येट नाउ. ओके, तो बस इस चैप्टर में इतना ही. नेक्स्ट हम लोग इसके बाद देखते हैं कौन सा चैप्टर शुरू करते हैं. आफ्टर दिस वी विल स्टार्ट चैप्टर नंबर 5, एग्रीकल्चर फ्रॉम ज्योग्राफी. ओके, थैंक्स टू ऑल ऑफ यू.